Many people believe that education ends when school or university finishes. But this is not true. In today's world, if you stop learning, you fall behind. If you want to grow, improve, and succeed, you must continue learning every day. Education is not only for children, it is not only for students. Education is for everyone, and it is for your whole life. The world is always changing. Technology changes, jobs change, skills change. What you learn today may be old tomorrow. That's why we need to keep learning every day. Think about the most successful people in the world. They are not always the smartest, but they are always learning. They read books. They take courses. They ask questions. They listen to podcasts. They try to learn something new every day. They know that if they stop learning, someone else will pass them. They don't want to fall behind, so they make learning part of their daily life. Some people stop learning after school. They get a job and they think, that's enough. I don't need to learn more. But this is a big mistake. When you stop learning, you stop growing. Your ideas stay the same. Your skills get old. You become stuck. And the world moves on without you. Learning is not just about books or exams. It's about growing your mind. It's about improving your thinking. It's about solving problems and seeing the world in a new way. Learning helps you to become a better worker, a better friend, and a better person. You don't need a lot of money to keep learning. You don't need to go to a big school. You can learn from books, videos, podcasts, online courses, even from people around you. What you need is curiosity. You need to ask, what can I learn today? If you ask this every day, your life will change. Remember, education is not a destination. It is a journey. It doesn't stop at graduation. It doesn't stop at a job. It continues as long as you live. The more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more success you will find. And the more you grow, the more you can help others too. In this video, we will show you how to build the habit of learning. We will share the secrets of the top 1% of people, those who always stay ahead. So, stay with us, learn with us, and take control of your future. Because when you educate yourself every day, you become stronger, smarter, and more successful than 99% of people. The power of daily learning. Why 10 minutes a day can change your life. Many people believe that learning must take a lot of time. They think they need to go to school, attend classes, or study for hours to learn something new. This idea stops many people from growing. They say, I'm too busy, or I don't have time. But the truth is simple. You don't need hours to improve yourself. You just need to start small. Even 10 minutes of learning every day can change your life. Let's imagine a person who decides to read just 10 minutes every day. At first, 10 minutes may not seem like much. It's less time than watching one short video. But if they do it every single day for a year, that adds up to over 60 hours of reading. That's the power of small daily learning. It grows over time, like a seed becoming a tree. Many successful people understand this. They make learning a daily habit. It doesn't matter how tired they are or how busy their schedule is. They make sure they learn something every day. They do this because they know something important. Consistency beats intensity. Doing a little every day is better than doing a lot once a month. Think about going to the gym. If you exercise for 1 hour today and then don't exercise again for 2 months, Will you get stronger? No. But if you exercise for 10 minutes every day, you will become stronger over time. The same is true for learning. Your mind is like a muscle. If you use it every day, it grows. If you ignore it, it becomes weak. Daily learning builds discipline. It trains your brain to stay active and curious. It teaches you to focus even when you don't feel like it. At first, it may feel difficult. You may feel lazy or tired. But if you keep going, day by day, it becomes easier. It becomes a habit. And once learning becomes a habit, your life starts to change. Some people wait for the right time to learn. They wait until they feel motivated. But motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel strong, and other days you don't. That's normal. The key is to learn anyway. Don't wait for motivation. Build a system. Make learning part of your daily routine, like brushing your teeth or drinking water. Do it whether you feel like it or not. If you can give just 10 minutes to learning every day, you can learn a new skill, improve your thinking, or even start a new career. You can read a chapter of a book. You can watch an English lesson. You can listen to a podcast. You can write in your journal. You can review a few vocabulary words. There are so many simple ways to learn, and they don't take much time. Let's talk about how this small habit creates big change. When you learn something new every day, your knowledge starts to grow. After 1 month, you feel smarter. After 6 months, you think differently. After 1 year, you may be in a completely new place in your life. And it all started with just a few minutes a day. This is called the compound effect. The idea is simple. Small actions done every day create big results over time. Imagine putting 1 coin into a jar every day. At first, the jar looks almost empty. But if you do it for 365 days, you'll see a lot of coins. Daily learning is the same. You may not see big results in 1 day, but if you keep going, the results will surprise you. Now let's compare 2 people. Person A learns for 10 minutes every day. Person B does nothing extra. After 1 week, the difference is small. After 1 month, it's still not very big. But after 1 year, Person A has grown. Their thinking is sharper. Their language is better. Their confidence is stronger. Person B is still the same. That is the difference between growth and stagnation. Many people don't realize they are falling behind. They stop learning and become stuck in the same place for years. They do the same job, think the same way, and feel unhappy. But it doesn't have to be this way. Change is possible. Growth is possible. And it starts with a simple choice: to learn every day. Let's make this practical. How can you start daily learning today? First, choose your learning tool. It can be a book, an app, a podcast, or a YouTube channel like Read and Learn English. Find something that helps you grow in the area you care about: language, career, health, or personal growth. Second, set a time. Maybe it's after breakfast or before bed. Choose a time that works for you and stick to it. Even 10 minutes is enough. Third, track your progress. Use a notebook or calendar. Every day you learn, make a mark. This helps you stay motivated and see how far you've come. Fourth, keep it simple. Don't try to learn too much at once. You are building a habit. Start small. Stay consistent. Fifth, protect your habit. Turn off your phone. Find a quiet place. Tell others that this time is important. Don't let anything interrupt it. Over time, you will notice big changes. Your brain will become faster. your memory will improve. Your ability to speak and understand English will grow, and most importantly, you will feel more confident and in control of your life. Remember, the world is moving fast. New technology is changing how we live and work. If you are not learning, you are falling behind. But if you are learning every day, even for just 10 minutes, you are moving forward. You are becoming better. And that is how you stay ahead of 99% of people. Success doesn't come from luck. It comes from preparation. And preparation comes from daily learning. When you learn something new every day, you prepare for opportunities. When chances come, you are ready. And when you are ready, you grow. So don't wait. Start today. Learn something new. Build the habit. Protect your time. And stay consistent. The power to change your life is already in your hands. You don't need more time. You just need to use the time you have. Give yourself the gift of daily learning. 10 minutes a day can change everything. Overcoming the fear of failure. Everyone feels afraid sometimes. One of the biggest fears people have been the fear of failure. They worry that if they try something new, they might not do it well. They are afraid of making mistakes, looking foolish, or hearing others say, "You're not good enough." Because of this fear, many people don't even try. They stay in their comfort zone. They stop learning. They stop growing. But this is a big mistake. Failure is not the end. In fact, failure is part of success. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is that they didn't give up. They learned from their mistakes, got stronger, and kept going. If you want to grow and stay ahead in life, you must learn how to overcome the fear of failure. Many people say, "I will learn when I feel ready," or "I'll read when I feel motivated." But motivation is like the weather. It changes every day. Some days you feel excited. Other days you feel tired or lazy. If you only learn when you feel motivated, you will learn very little. This is where self-discipline becomes important. Self-discipline means doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It is the ability to take action without waiting for motivation. Successful people understand this. They don't wait to feel right. They build strong habits. They read every day. They study even when they feel tired. They do the work, no matter what. That is why they continue to grow while others stay in the same place. Think about this. Watching a movie or scrolling on your phone feels easy. But does it help you grow? No. It's passive entertainment. It gives pleasure for a moment, but it doesn't change your future. On the other hand, reading a book, practicing English, or taking an online course requires more effort, but it gives you real progress. Self-discipline helps you choose growth over comfort. Let's look at an example. Imagine two people. One person spends 30 minutes every evening watching TV. The other person uses that time to learn English or read a book. After 1 week, not much has changed. But after 1 month, the difference is clear. The person who studied feels more confident. After 1 year, they may have a better job, better communication skills, and more knowledge. The person who watched TV every day is still in the same place. This is the power of self-discipline over short-term comfort. Now, let's talk more about failure. Many people are afraid to fail because they think it means they are not good enough. But failure is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of effort. If you never fail, you are not trying anything new. You are playing it safe. But if you are learning something difficult, like English, you will make mistakes. That's normal. Mistakes are part of learning. The truth is, failure teaches you more than success. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work. You learn where you need to improve. You learn how to be stronger next time. Every mistake is a lesson. Every failure is a step forward if you keep going. Self-discipline is what helps you keep going after failure. It tells you it's okay to fall. Get back up. Discipline gives you the power to try again, to keep reading, to keep learning, to keep growing. Here is a powerful idea. Motivation fades, but habits last. Motivation is temporary. It feels good, but it doesn't stay. You might feel motivated today, but not tomorrow. If you depend on motivation, you will stop learning as soon as the feeling is gone. But if you build strong habits, like reading 10 minutes every day, you will continue, even on the hard days. Habits are stronger than feelings. So how can you build strong learning habits? First, start small. Don't try to study for hours on day one. Just read one page. Watch a short English lesson. Write one paragraph. Small actions are easy to start and hard to quit. Second, set a time and place. Decide when you will learn each day. Maybe it's in the morning, before work. Maybe it's in the evening, after dinner. Create a simple routine. Third, remove distractions. Turn off your phone. Find a quiet space. Tell your family that this time is important. Fourth, stay patient. Change takes time. You may not see big results right away, but trust the process. If you keep going, you will improve. Fifth, reward yourself. Celebrate your small wins. Finished a chapter? Great. Learned 5 new words? Wonderful. Rewards help make the habit enjoyable. Also, be kind to yourself. Sometimes you will miss a day. That's okay. Don't give up. Just start again the next day. Consistency is more important than perfection. Many successful people say that their secret is not talent. It is self-discipline. They don't always feel strong. They don't always feel motivated. But they show up every day. They do the work. They keep learning. That is why they succeed. You can do the same. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be committed. Be the kind of person who learns, even when it's hard. Be the person who gets back up after a mistake. Be the person who shows up every day, even without motivation. That's what will make you different from 99% of people. So don't fear failure. Fear staying the same. Fear not using your potential. Don't wait for the perfect day. That day may never come. Instead, take action today. Read one page. Listen to one lesson. Write one idea. Do something, even if it's small. With time, your small steps will become big results. Your habits will become your strength, and your discipline will become your superpower. The life-changing magic of reading. Reading is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth, but sadly, many people do not use it. In today's world, we often look for fast answers, short videos, quick tips, or easy entertainment. But real change and deep knowledge often come from one quiet, simple habit. Reading. Yes, reading books can change your life. It can open your mind, grow your skills, and help you stay ahead of 99% of people. You do not need a university degree to become wise. You do not need a lot of money to learn. You do not even need to leave your home. You just need a book. Reading gives you knowledge that schools sometimes do not teach. It gives your insight, understanding, and power that can help you in every part of your life: career, relationships, mindset, and more. Think about some of the most successful people in the world. Warren Buffett reads for hours every day. He says that reading is the most important habit for success. Bill Gates reads around 50 books every year. Elon Musk learned how to build rockets by reading books. These people are not just lucky. They use reading as a tool to grow, to think better, and to stay ahead of others. They don't read just for fun. They read to gain insight, to solve problems, and to make smart decisions. You can do the same. When you read, you feed your mind. You improve your thinking. You learn from the experience of others. You get new ideas. And most of all, you grow. Many people say, "I don't have time to read." But this is often an excuse. The truth is, you don't need to read for hours. Even 10 to 15 minutes a day is enough to make a big difference. That's the time it takes to scroll through your phone or watch a short video. If you use that time to read, your life can begin to change. Reading is not just about finishing books. It's about reading with purpose. This is called intentional reading. It means you don't just read for entertainment. You read to learn something useful. You ask, "What can I use from this book in my life?" You take notes. You underline important ideas. You think about what you've read and how it connects to your goals. There are two main types of books: fiction and nonfiction. Both are useful, but they serve different purposes. Fiction books are stories. They help you understand people better. They open your imagination. They teach you empathy, how to feel what others feel. Fiction can make you more creative and more connected to the world. Nonfiction books, on the other hand, are about real things: business, self-help, science, history, psychology, and more. These books give you direct knowledge. They teach you skills. They help you solve problems. If you want to grow fast, nonfiction books are a great place to start. Many successful people focus on nonfiction reading. Why? Because it helps them learn faster, think smarter, and take better action. For example, if you want to start a business, read books about money, marketing, and leadership. If you want to improve your health, read books about fitness and nutrition. If you want to speak better English, read simple English books and grow from there. To build a reading habit, here are a few helpful tips. 1. Start small. You don't have to read a whole book in one day. Start with 1 page, then 5 pages. Build slowly. The goal is to create a daily habit. 2. Set a time. Choose a regular time to read, maybe after breakfast, before bed, or during a break. When reading becomes part of your routine, it becomes easier. 3. Make it enjoyable. Read books that interest you. If a book feels boring, it's okay to try a different one. Find topics that excite you. 4. Create a reading space. Find a quiet place with good light where you can focus. Keep your book nearby so you see it often. 5. Take notes. Write down what you learn. This helps you remember and use the knowledge later. 6. Teach others. One of the best ways to learn is to explain what you read to someone else. When you teach, you understand more deeply. Another helpful idea is to keep a reading list. Write down the books you want to read. When you finish one, check it off. This gives you a sense of progress and achievement. Reading also helps you with your language learning. If English is your second language, reading English books can help you learn grammar, vocabulary, and sentence structure naturally. Start with simple books. You can even read children's books, short stories, or books with pictures. The more you read, the easier English will become. You don't need to read only physical books. You can also use audiobooks. Listen to books while walking, cleaning, or driving. You can also read e-books on your phone or tablet. The key is not the format. The key is to learn and grow. Reading also helps your brain stay healthy. Studies show that reading improves memory, focus, and mental sharpness. It also reduces stress and helps you sleep better. It's like a workout for your mind. Let's remember, people who stop learning stop growing, and people who don't read miss one of the best chances to grow. Books are like treasure maps. They show you the way to a better life. But you must open them. You must read them. You must use them. If you read just 15 minutes a day, that's about 1 book every month. That's 12 books a year. Imagine how much smarter, stronger, and wiser you will be after 1 year. That's the magic of reading. It doesn't change you in 1 day, but it changes you every day. So today, make a promise to yourself. Start small, pick 1 book, read 1 page, and keep going. Make reading a daily habit. Don't do it for school. Don't do it for someone else. Do it for yourself, for your growth, your success, and your future. Because in the end, readers are leaders. And the more you read, the more you can become. The ultimate question: who are you becoming? At the end of the day, after all the lessons, all the learning, all the books, and all the hard work, there is one very important question you must ask yourself. Who am I becoming? This is the question that separates people who grow from people who stay the same. It is the question that helps you stay on the right path in life. Because success is not about luck. It's not about one big moment. It's about the kind of person you choose to become every single day. Many people want quick results. They want to become successful in 1 week. They want to change their life in 1 month. They look for fast answers, easy tips, or shortcuts. But success is not a quick fix. Real success is not something you get once and then forget. It is not something you win like a prize. Real success is a way of life. It is something you live every day. This means success is not a finish line. It is a journey. Every day, you are making choices. Every day, you are moving in one direction or the other. You are either growing or you are not. You are either learning or you are wasting time. You are either improving or falling behind. There is no standing still. If you don't believe this, look around. The world is moving fast. New technology, new ideas, new skills, everything is changing. If you stop learning, you will soon find yourself behind others. You will feel lost, confused, and stuck. That is what happens when people stop growing. That is why we say, if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not learning, you're falling behind. If you're not improving, someone else is. But there is good news. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be the best today. What matters is your direction. Are you moving forward? Are you becoming a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday? Are you working on your mind, your skills, your health, your dreams? These are the things that lead to true success. Every small action counts. Reading a book, learning a new word, practicing for 10 minutes. These actions seem small, but over time, they change who you are. They change how you think. They change what you can do. This is why it's so important to keep asking the question, who am I becoming? You are not just a student. You are not just a worker. You are a builder. You are building your future self. Every day, with every choice, you are creating the person you will become. So ask yourself, am I becoming stronger, smarter, kinder, more focused, more disciplined? Or am I becoming lazy, negative, unmotivated? It's easy to get comfortable. It's easy to say, I'm fine the way I am. But comfort is dangerous. Comfort leads to being stuck, and being stuck leads to falling behind. That's why you must challenge yourself, push your limits, try new things, learn from mistakes, and keep growing, even when it's hard. The best people in the world never stop learning. They never stop asking questions. They never stop improving. They know that success is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. They don't say, I made it, so now I can relax. They say, I made it here. How can I grow even more? That's why they stay ahead. You can do the same. You have the power to create your best self. You have the ability to change, to grow, and to succeed. But you must choose it. You must decide that you are not okay with staying the same. You must decide that you want more for yourself, for your future, for your life. And once you decide, take action. Don't just think. Don't just plan. Do. Use what you've learned. Apply the lessons. Build the habits. Read the books. Practice your skills. Watch the educational videos. Keep moving forward, one step at a time. Remember this, you are not competing with anyone else. You are only competing with your past self. You don't need to be better than others. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. That is real growth. That is real success. So now, as we come to the end of this video, think about everything you've heard. Think about the power of daily learning. Think about the strength of discipline. Think about the magic of reading. Think about the habits that can change your life. And most of all, think about the person you are becoming. Are you proud of that person? Are you excited about your future? Are you living like someone who is serious about success? If the answer is yes, keep going. You are on the right path. If the answer is no, start today. It's not too late. Every new day is a new chance to grow. Every new day is a chance to become better. A chance to choose a new path. Here is the truth. The greatest never stop, and neither should you. The best athletes, leaders, writers, and thinkers in the world never say, I'm done learning. They always look for more. They always ask how they can improve. That's what keeps them on top. So don't stop. Don't settle. Don't slow down. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep becoming. Because at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, the only question that truly matters is, who am I becoming? Make the answer something beautiful. Make the answer something powerful. Make the answer someone you are proud to be. Chapter 1. The Mindset of Lifelong Learning. Most people believe that learning only happens in school. They think once they finish high school or university, they can stop learning. But this idea is wrong. Learning should never stop. Real education is not something you finish. It is something you carry with you every day, for the rest of your life. This is the mindset of lifelong learning. To grow in life, to reach your goals, and to stay ahead, you must see learning as a daily habit, not a short-term task. You must understand that every day is a chance to become smarter, wiser, and better. The world is always changing. New skills are needed. New ideas are rising. If you stop learning, you fall behind. But if you keep learning, you stay strong, ready, and prepared for anything. There are two types of mindsets: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities are set. They think, "I'm not good at this," or "I'll never learn that." They give up easily when something is hard. They are afraid of making mistakes. They see failure as proof that they are not smart. This way of thinking stops them from improving. On the other hand, people with a growth mindset believe they can learn and improve through effort. They know that failure is not the end. It is just part of the journey. They understand that mistakes are not bad. They are lessons. When something is difficult, they don't run away. They see it as a challenge, a chance to grow. This mindset is powerful. It helps you become stronger, more confident, and more successful. One of the most important parts of the lifelong learning mindset is curiosity. Curiosity is your superpower. It is the desire to ask questions, explore new ideas, and understand how things work. Curious people are always learning. They read books, watch educational videos, try new skills, and ask why and how. They are not afraid to say, "I don't know," because they want to find out. If you want to grow faster than 99% of people, become curious about everything. Don't just accept the world as it is. Ask questions, try new things, think deeply. Curiosity opens doors to knowledge that others ignore. It keeps your mind young, active, and creative. When you're curious, learning is never boring. It becomes exciting. But curiosity is not enough. You also need to overcome the fear of failure. Many people are scared to try something new because they might fail. They think, "What if I look stupid?" or "What if I'm not good enough?" So they do nothing. They stay in their comfort zone. And that comfort zone becomes a trap. The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is, they didn't give up. They learned from the failure. They used it to grow. Failure teaches you what doesn't work. It helps you understand what to change. It builds strength, wisdom, and courage. So, don't fear failure. Accept it. Use it. Let it teach you. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. And the faster you learn, the faster you grow. Another key to lifelong learning is self-discipline. Many people only study or work on their goals when they feel motivated. But motivation is like the weather. It comes and goes. You can't depend on it. Successful people know this. They don't wait to feel like it. They have a routine. They have habits. They learn and grow every single day, no matter how they feel. Self-discipline means doing the work even when it's hard. It means choosing a book instead of social media. It means watching a useful video instead of a funny one. It means spending 20 minutes improving your skills every day. These small actions build up. Over time, they create big results. This is why successful people always seem one step ahead. They make learning a non-negotiable part of their day. Just like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast, they learn every day. It's not about doing a lot in one day. It's about doing a little bit every day, again and again. That's how you become great. You might be thinking, "But I'm too busy," or "I don't have time." But that's not true. Everyone has 10 to 20 minutes a day. You just need to make learning a priority. Use your free time wisely. Listen to a podcast while walking. Read 10 pages before bed. Watch a lesson during lunch. Learning doesn't need to take hours. It just needs to be consistent. And here's a powerful idea to remember. You become what you do every day. If you learn every day, you become wise. If you practice every day, you become skilled. If you improve every day, you become unstoppable. But if you waste time every day, you become weak. So choose your habits carefully. Your future depends on them. The mindset of lifelong learning is not just for school or work. It's for every area of life: health, relationships, money, goals, happiness. The more you learn, the better choices you make. The better choices you make, the better life you build. So now, ask yourself, am I open to learning new things? Do I challenge my limits or stay in my comfort zone? Do I see failure as something bad or as a lesson? Do I wait for motivation or act with discipline? These questions help you understand your mindset. And if you don't like the answers, that's okay. You can change. You can build a growth mindset. You can become a lifelong learner. It starts with a decision. Decide today that learning is not just something you do. It's who you are. Be the kind of person who is always curious, always growing, always improving. Because when you adopt the mindset of lifelong learning, nothing can stop you. You will rise above challenges, overcome failure, and reach levels of success that most people only dream about. Chapter 2. The Power of Reading in Books. There is one simple habit that many of the most successful people in the world share. It's not a secret. It's not expensive. It's not difficult. Yet, most people don't do it. What is it? Reading books. Reading is one of the most powerful tools for success. It gives you access to the thoughts, lessons, and experiences of the world's greatest minds. When you read, you are learning directly from people who have done amazing things, started businesses, written history, solved big problems, and changed the world. You don't need a fancy degree or a lot of money to become wise. You just need the discipline to read. Bill Gates reads about 50 books every year. That's almost one book per week. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, says he spends 5 to 6 hours a day reading. Elon Musk was once asked how he learned to build rockets. He simply replied, "I read books." These people are not reading just for fun. They are reading to learn, to grow, to stay ahead of others. They understand that every book is a doorway to knowledge. Each page brings new ideas, new ways of thinking, and better decisions. But not all reading is the same. There are two main types of books: fiction and nonfiction. Nonfiction books teach real skills, give facts, and offer practical knowledge. These books help you improve your mindset, understand business, manage money, build better habits, or master communication. If you want to grow in your personal or professional life, nonfiction is a great place to start. Books like Atomic Habits by James Clear, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, or Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman are powerful. They give you tools to change your life. You don't just read them, you apply what you learn. On the other hand, fiction books, novels and stories, are also valuable. They improve your imagination, creativity, and empathy. When you read fiction, you step into someone else's life. You feel their struggles, joys, fears, and dreams. This helps you understand people better and become more emotionally intelligent. So, don't ignore fiction. It makes your mind flexible. It helps you connect with others. But for direct life improvement, focus more on non-fiction, especially books that teach you how to think, act, and grow. Now, you might ask, but how do I read more when I have little time? Good question. That's where smart reading strategies come in. You don't need to read for hours. You just need to read better and more effectively. Here are a few techniques to help you. 1. Skimming. Don't read every word slowly. Scan the page for key ideas. Focus on titles, headings, and summaries. This helps you get the main message quickly. 2. Chunking. Group words together instead of reading one word at a time. Your brain can understand whole phrases much faster than single words. 3. Reduce subvocalization. Most people read by saying the words in their head. This slows you down. Try to see and understand the words without hearing them in your mind. 4. Take notes. Don't just read. Write down what you learn. Highlight key ideas. Create a summary. This helps you remember and apply the knowledge later. 5. Teach others. The best way to understand something deeply is to explain it to someone else. If you can teach it, you truly understand it. Reading is not just about finishing a book. It's about getting value from it. Even if you read one good book and apply the lessons, it can change your life more than reading 100 books and doing nothing. You may now wonder, what should I read to improve myself? Here are a few powerful books you can start with. Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Learn how money works. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Learn how successful people think and act. Deep Work by Cal Newport. Learn how to focus in a world full of distractions. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Improve your communication and social skills. Mindset by Carol Dweck. Develop a growth mindset. Each of these books is full of lessons that can change how you think, live, and work. Now let's talk about how to build a strong reading habit. The first tip is to start small. Don't aim to read 100 pages on the first day. Begin with just 5 to 10 pages. Or set a timer for 10 minutes. That's enough to build momentum. Over time, you'll read more naturally. Next, set a fixed time and place for reading. Maybe you read every morning with your coffee, or right before bed. Consistency is key. When reading becomes part of your daily routine, it becomes automatic. Also, make reading enjoyable. Choose topics you love. Don't force yourself to read something boring. Read books that excite you, challenge you, and make you curious. Another helpful habit is to track your progress. Keep a small notebook or app to list the books you've finished. Write a short summary of what you learned. This will motivate you to read more and reflect deeply. Finally, remember this. Reading is not a race. It's a journey. Don't focus on how fast you read. Focus on what you gain from the book. One good idea, one new mindset, or one changed habit can create a big result in your life. Books are more than paper. They are mentors, guides, and companions. They show you paths you didn't know existed. They give you confidence. They give you vision. And they help you grow into the person you want to be. So, if you want to grow faster than the people around you, make reading a part of your life. Make it your daily habit. Make it your secret weapon. Because in the end, it's not the tools, money, or luck that decides your future. It's your mind. And reading is the best way to sharpen your mind. Pick up a book today, start with one page, then one chapter, then one book. Soon, your whole life will begin to change. Chapter 3. The Power of Consistency and Small Daily Habits. Success does not come from one big action. It does not come from sudden luck or one special moment. True success comes from doing small things every day, even when no one is watching. It is consistency, not motivation, that builds greatness. Many people believe in the idea of overnight success. They see someone become rich or famous and think, wow, that person got lucky. But they don't see the years of quiet work, failure, and effort behind the scenes. In reality, there is no such thing as overnight success. Every great story is a story of small, consistent actions over time. Let's take a simple example. Imagine two people want to learn English. One studies for 10 hours in one day, then stops. The other studies for 15 minutes every day. After 1 week, the first person may feel proud. But after 3 months, the second person will have better skills, better memory, and better results. Why? Because daily effort beats short bursts. This is called the power of small habits. Small habits may seem unimportant at first. Reading one page, walking for 5 minutes, saying one sentence in English. These things are easy to do and easy not to do. But when repeated daily, they create big change. Like drops of water filling a glass, small actions add up. There is a powerful idea called the compound effect. It means that when you do something regularly, the result grows faster over time. Let's say you improve yourself by just 1% each day. That sounds tiny, but after 1 year, you will be 37 times better. Not 37%, 37 times. That's the power of compounding. Growth is slow at first, then it explodes. Think of a tree. At first, it's just a seed. You water it daily. The seed doesn't grow in one night. But with care and time, it becomes a plant, then a tree, then something strong and beautiful. Your habits are like seeds. Daily effort makes them grow. So how can you build strong habits in your own life? Here is a simple system. 1. Start small. Don't try to change everything in one day. Begin with one habit. Make it easy. Instead of reading 50 pages, read 2. Instead of doing 50 push-ups, do 5. Small wins build confidence. 2. Set a specific time. Habits grow faster when they happen at the same time each day. Morning, lunchtime, evening, it doesn't matter. Just be consistent. Your brain starts to expect it. 3. Be consistent. Don't skip days. Even when you feel tired or busy, do a little. Consistency builds discipline, and discipline builds results. 4. Track your progress. Keep a notebook or use an app. Mark every day you complete your habit. Seeing your streak grow is powerful. It gives you motivation to keep going. 5. Be patient. Don't expect quick results. Great things take time. You may not see change in 1 week, but you will see it in 1 month, 3 months, 1 year. Trust the process. 6. Reward yourself. Celebrate your effort. After a week of doing your habit, give yourself a small treat. Positive rewards help the brain enjoy the process. Many people rely only on willpower, but willpower is like a battery. It runs out. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you won't. That's why habits are better than willpower. Habits don't need much thought. They happen automatically. For example, brushing your teeth is a habit. You don't fight with yourself every day to do it. You just do it. That's the power of a system. When you build good habits, you don't need to feel like it. You just act. That's why the most successful people create systems around their goals. They don't leave success to chance. They plan their routines, design their environment, and protect their time. They make the right actions easy and automatic. Want to write more? Keep a pen and notebook by your bed. Want to eat healthier? Keep fruit on the table, not chips. Want to read more? Put a book on your pillow or next to your coffee mug. These small changes make good habits easier and bad habits harder. Let's go back to the idea of 1% improvement each day. Think about it. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to improve a little bit every day. Read one page, learn one word, practice one sentence. Over time, your progress will surprise you. The problem is that we often want big results fast, but fast results don't last. Slow growth, on the other hand, is real and lasting. That's why consistency beats intensity. One hard workout won't make you fit. One healthy meal won't make you slim, but daily exercise and healthy meals will. Success is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things every day. Here's another secret. Identity comes from habits. When you study daily, you become a learner. When you read daily, you become a reader. When you take care of your body daily, you become a healthy person. Your actions create your identity. So ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to become? Then start acting like that person today, even in a small way. Do you want to be someone who speaks fluent English? Then speak one sentence aloud today. Do you want to be someone who is confident and focused? Then sit quietly for 2 minutes and plan your day. Do you want to be someone who is successful? Then build small, smart habits that bring you closer to your goals. Remember, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So, build good systems. You don't need more motivation. You need better habits. You don't need big steps. You need small daily actions. You don't need perfect days. You just need to show up again and again. In the end, success is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle, a way of living, and that life is built one small habit at a time. So, start today. Choose one small action. Do it every day. Be patient. Be consistent. And watch your life transform. Because the secret to getting ahead is showing up every day. Chapter 4. The Hidden Power of Focus. How to cut through the noise and achieve anything. In today's world, focus is a superpower. It is what separates successful people from the average. With so many distractions around us, phones, apps, messages, and noise, it has become harder than ever to stay focused. But those who can learn to focus deeply will be able to do more in less time and achieve anything they want. Focus means putting your full attention on one thing. It sounds simple, but it's not easy. Most people are trying to do many things at once. They check their phones while working, scroll through social media while eating, and switch between emails and tasks all day. They think this is called multitasking, and they believe it makes them more productive. But here is the truth. Multitasking is a lie. Science has proven that the human brain cannot truly focus on 2 tasks at the same time. What we do is switch very quickly between tasks, and this switching takes energy. Every time we switch, we lose focus. Studies show that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. That means if you work for 10 hours while multitasking, you're only getting 6 hours of real work done. It's like trying to run fast while changing direction every 5 seconds. You'll never go far. One of the biggest reasons we lose focus today is digital distraction. We live in a world of notifications, messages, emails, and endless content. The average person checks their phone over 150 times a day. Each time you look at your phone, even for a second, your attention is broken. And once it's broken, it takes time to return. This is why many people feel tired and unproductive, even after a full day of work. Their mind is never really focused. So how do we fight back? How do we train our brain to focus deeply in a noisy world? First, we must create a distraction-free environment. This means taking control of your space and your tools. Start by turning off notifications on your phone, computer, and smartwatch. You don't need to know the moment someone likes your post or sends a message. These things can wait. Set specific times to check messages and emails, maybe once in the morning, once after lunch, and once before you finish your work. Second, use a method called time blocking. This means choosing a time period, maybe 30 minutes or 1 hour, where you do one task and nothing else. No phone, no messages. Just one thing. You can even use a timer. This method helps you enter what scientists call a state of deep work. Deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on something that matters. It is the kind of work that creates real value. Writers, scientists, athletes, and CEOs all use deep work to succeed. When you are in deep work, your brain works faster and smarter. Time seems to slow down. You can get hours of work done in just one focused session. But how do you enter this state? Here's a simple plan. 1. Remove all distractions. Turn off your phone, block noisy apps, and clear your desk. 2. Have a focus ritual. Before you begin, take a deep breath, stretch, or drink water. Train your brain to know that it's time to focus. 3. Set a clear intention. Know exactly what you want to do. Write it down. For the next 30 minutes, I will write 1 page, or I will study 10 vocabulary words. 4. Use a timer. Try the Pomodoro method. 25 minutes of deep focus, followed by a 5-minute break. Repeat. These simple steps can help you enter a deep, focused state where you do your best work. There's something else you must learn. The power of saying no. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something important. Successful people guard their focus like gold. They say no to unneeded meetings, pointless conversations, and toxic people. They know their time and attention are limited, and they use it wisely. Think like a billionaire. Billionaires don't answer every email. They don't attend every meeting. They don't waste time on things that don't matter. They protect their time fiercely, and that's how they achieve more. You don't need to be a billionaire to do the same. You just need to be intentional. Ask yourself, is this helping me grow? Is this moving me forward? If not, say no. Politely but clearly. Focus is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better with practice. Start small. Maybe try 1 30-minute block of deep work today, then 2 tomorrow. Over time, your brain will adapt. You'll become more focused, more creative, and more productive. You will stop feeling busy and start feeling effective. Here's something powerful to remember. It's not about how many hours you work. It's about how focused those hours are. 2 hours of deep work is better than 10 hours of distracted effort. Let's imagine two students preparing for an exam. One studies with music on, checks their phone every 5 minutes, and multitasks with social media. The other studies in a quiet room, no phone, clear goal, focused time block. Who will remember more? Who will succeed? The answer is clear. Focus also brings peace. When your mind is clear, you feel calm. When you finish real work without stress, you feel proud. This is the hidden gift of focus. It not only helps you succeed, but also helps you feel better. In the end, success is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters with full attention. And that is something anyone can learn. So today, protect your focus. Say no to distractions. Turn off the noise. Work in deep blocks. Create a routine. Guard your time. And give your full mind to one thing at a time. Because in a world that's always screaming for your attention, focus is your secret weapon. Master it, and you can achieve anything. Chapter 5. The Secret Weapon of High Achievers, the Art of Self-Discipline. If you ask the most successful people in the world what helped them achieve greatness, most won't say talent, luck, or motivation. They will tell you the truth. It was self-discipline. While motivation comes and goes, self-discipline is what stays. It is the secret weapon that high achievers use every single day. Let's begin with an important fact. Motivation is not reliable. You feel excited one day and lazy the next. Some mornings you jump out of bed ready to work, and other days you just want to stay under the blanket. That's normal. But here's the key difference. Successful people don't wait to feel motivated. They work whether they feel like it or not. Why? Because they have trained the art of self-discipline. So, what exactly is self-discipline? Self-discipline is the ability to do what you should do, even when you don't want to. It's the power to follow your plan, keep your promise to yourself, and take action even when you're tired, distracted, or tempted. It is like a muscle in your body. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you say no to a distraction, you train your self-discipline. Every time you wake up early instead of sleeping in, or choose healthy food instead of junk food, you are building this invisible strength. You are practicing something that few people are willing to do. And that's what makes you powerful. Self-discipline is what helps athletes train every day, even when their bodies hurt. It's what helps writers write when they feel blocked. It's what helps students study, workers show up on time, and dreamers turn their plans into reality. Without it, even the best plans fall apart. Here's something important. Self-discipline is not about being perfect. It's not about punishing yourself or never taking breaks. It's about doing what matters most, even when it's hard. Think about this. Everyone has 24 hours a day, but the people who reach their goals use their time wisely. They don't waste hours waiting for the perfect moment or hoping for motivation. They take action every day. That's the magic of self-discipline. It gives you control over your life. To build this power, you must train your mind. Start with a simple rule called the no excuse rule. This rule means once you set a goal, there are no excuses. If you say you will work out at 6 a.m., then you do it. If you say you will study for 1 hour each day, then that hour becomes non-negotiable. You treat it like brushing your teeth or going to work, something you do no matter how you feel. Excuses are dangerous. They sound soft and harmless. I'm too tired. Just one day off. I'll start tomorrow. But these excuses steal your dreams slowly. Every time you make an excuse, you teach your brain that it's okay to quit. Soon, quitting becomes a habit. But when you follow the no excuse rule, you become stronger. You teach your brain that you are serious. You prove to yourself that you can be trusted. And nothing builds confidence more than keeping promises to yourself. Let's be real. Discipline is not always fun. Waking up early is not easy. Saying no to distractions is hard. Staying focused takes effort. But here's the truth. The pain of discipline is small compared to the pain of regret. Imagine reaching the end of a year and realizing you wasted time, missed chances, and didn't grow. That's regret. It hurts much more than waking up early or staying focused. Regret stays longer. Discipline is temporary, but regret can last a lifetime. So, ask yourself, which pain do you want to feel? The short pain of discipline that builds your future, or the long pain of regret that destroys it? Discipline gives you freedom. That may sound strange, but it's true. When you are disciplined with your money, you have more freedom to travel or invest. When you are disciplined with your health, you have more energy to enjoy life. When you are disciplined with your time, you get more done and have time for what matters. Freedom doesn't come from doing whatever you feel like. Real freedom comes from choosing what is right again and again, even when it's hard. That's the power of self-discipline. Here's how to start building it. 1. Set clear goals. Know what you want and why it matters. A clear goal gives your discipline a direction. 2. Make a simple plan. Don't overcomplicate things. Choose small daily actions that move you forward. 3. Create structure. Use a calendar, set routines, and build habits that support your goals. 4. Remove temptations. Turn off distractions, clean your space, and avoid things that break your focus. 5. Start small. Don't try to change everything in one day. Begin with one good habit, like waking up early or reading 10 pages a day. 6. Track your progress. Use a journal, checklist, or app. Seeing your progress motivates you to keep going. 7. Celebrate small wins. Reward yourself for showing up even when it's hard. Success is built one day at a time. Most importantly, don't wait to feel ready. Start now. The perfect moment doesn't exist. You will never feel 100% motivated. But the moment you act with discipline, your life begins to change. Think of discipline like a personal trainer. It may be strict, but it wants the best for you. It challenges you, pushes you, but in the end, it transforms you. Remember this. Every time you choose discipline, you are saying yes to your future. Every time you choose laziness, you are saying yes to your excuses. Which one do you want to lead your life? Success is not magic. It is not luck. It is the result of showing up every day, even when no one is watching. And that's what makes high achievers different. They don't need motivation. They don't wait for the perfect moment. They simply do the work. So today, make a choice. No more waiting. No more excuses. No more depending on motivation. Choose self-discipline. Build it. Practice it. Protect it. Because the stronger your discipline, the stronger your life becomes. Chapter 6. The Unbreakable System. How to automate your success and never fall off track. Imagine waking up every day and doing the right things automatically. without stress, without overthinking, and without waiting for motivation. That's the power of building an unbreakable system. It's how high achievers stay consistent, even when life gets hard. In this chapter, we're going to show you how to build your own success system, step by step. First, let's understand a simple truth. Success is not about doing big things once. It's about doing small things every day, over and over again. Many people fail because they wait for motivation, but motivation is like the weather. Some days it's sunny and bright, but other days it disappears. If you depend on motivation, your progress will always stop and start. So, what's the solution? Automate your success. Create a system so easy, so clear, and so reliable that success becomes your daily habit, not a dream or a wish. It becomes something you do without needing to think twice. Let's start with this powerful idea. Daily minimum actions. These are small actions you can do even on your busiest or worst days. For example, want to read more? Set a goal to read just 1 page a day. Want to get fit? Do just 5 push-ups a day. Want to build gratitude? Write down one thing you're thankful for every night. These actions are so small that they feel easy, almost too easy. But that's the point. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. Once you build momentum, you'll often do more than the minimum. You'll read 5 pages instead of 1. You'll do 10 push-ups instead of 5. But even if you don't, you still win because you showed up. This system helps you avoid the all-or-nothing trap. Most people say, if I can't do a full workout, I'll do nothing. Or, if I can't read a whole chapter, I won't read at all. That mindset kills progress. But when your minimum is small, you can always do it. That means you never fall off track. Now let's talk about visual cues. These are small signs in your environment that remind you to take action. Want to drink more water? Keep a water bottle on your desk where you can see it. Want to practice guitar? Leave your guitar in the middle of your room instead of in the case. Want to eat healthy? Put fruits on the table instead of snacks. Your environment shapes your habits. Make it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. Hide distractions, remove temptations, and place helpful reminders in your path. Another powerful tool is tracking your progress. One simple method is called the Seinfeld strategy. Here's how it works. Get a calendar and a red marker. Every day you complete your habit, put a big X on the day. Soon you'll see a chain of X's, and then your goal becomes simple. Don't break the chain. This method works because it makes your progress visible. When you see that long chain of success, you feel proud. You feel motivated to continue, and you'll fight harder to keep the streak alive, even on the hard days. Tracking your progress helps you stay honest. It shows you where you're improving and where you're slipping. It's like a mirror that reflects your effort. And once you start seeing results, you'll feel more excited to keep going. Here's another key part of your unbreakable system. Let your habits grow slowly. Don't try to do everything at once. Don't jump from 0 to 100 overnight. Start small, and once you build momentum, increase the challenge just a little. For example, start with reading 1 page. After a week, move to 3 pages. Start with 5 push-ups. After 10 days, move to 10. Start with 1 minute of meditation. After 2 weeks, try 3. Growth doesn't need to be fast. It just needs to be steady. That's the power of compounding. Just like money grows with interest, habits grow with consistency. A small daily improvement may not seem like much, but over time, it adds up to huge success. Let's look at an example. If you improve by just 1% every day, you will be 37 times better in 1 year. That's the power of slow, steady progress. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. And here's a bonus tip. Make your system enjoyable. Habits don't have to feel like work. Add something fun. For example, listen to your favorite music while you exercise. Read books you truly enjoy. Use a fun app to track your progress. Celebrate your small wins with a reward, like a special treat or a relaxing break. The more you enjoy your system, the more likely you are to stick with it. Don't make success a punishment, make it a joyful process. Also, be kind to yourself. Life will get messy sometimes. You might miss a day. That's okay. Just never miss 2 days in a row. That's the golden rule. 1 day off is a break. 2 days off becomes a pattern. Get back on track as soon as possible. So, let's recap your unbreakable system. 1. Set daily minimums. Make habits so small you can't fail. 2. Use visual cues. Place reminders in your environment. 3. Track your progress. Use calendars or apps to see your streak. 4th. Let habits grow slowly. Build momentum, then increase the challenge. 5. Enjoy the process. Make habits fun and rewarding. 6. Never miss twice. Forgive yourself, but get back on track fast. Remember, success doesn't come from big changes. It comes from simple systems done daily. You don't need to be special. You just need to be consistent. The most powerful people in the world don't wait for the perfect time. They don't rely on motivation. They build systems that make success automatic. You can do the same. Start today. Create your system. Stick with it. And watch your life transform. One small habit at a time. Because when you build the right system, you don't have to chase success. Success will come to you. Chapter 7. The Hidden Formula of the 1%. How to think and act like ultra-successful people. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed again and again, while others keep struggling no matter how hard they work? The truth is, the top 1% of people, the ultra-successful, don't just work harder. They think differently. They act differently. And they follow a mindset that separates them from the rest of the world. In this chapter, we will reveal the hidden formula of these top performers. This is not magic. This is not luck. It's a clear way of thinking and living that anyone, including you, can learn and use. Let's start with a simple truth. Success begins in the mind. The 1% don't see the world the same way others do. While most people focus on short-term results, the 1% focus on the long game. While most people think about problems, the 1% think about solutions. While most people react, the 1% plan, act, and lead. One of the biggest mindset shifts of the 1% is this. They don't think only about working hard. They think about leverage. What is leverage? It means doing more with less. It means using your time, skills, tools, and people in a smart way so that your effort brings bigger results. Let's take an example. Imagine 2 people want to earn more money. Person A works extra hours at their job, trying to earn more by staying late every night. Person B builds an online store that earns money while they sleep. Both are working, but person B is using leverage. That's the 1% mindset. The 1% ask questions like, how can I build something once that continues to grow? How can I use technology to save time? How can I turn my knowledge into value for others? They use tools, systems, and people to multiply their efforts. They don't just work harder, they work smarter. Next, the 1% make decisions differently. Most people choose what feels easy or comfortable, but the 1% think long-term. They ask, what decision will benefit me 1 year from now? What is the cost of not acting today? Is this helping me become who I want to be? They use frameworks for making smart decisions. One of them is the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. The 1% focus only on those few actions that bring the biggest return. They cut out the rest. They eliminate noise and stay focused on what truly matters. Another powerful tool the 1% use is thinking in systems. Instead of solving the same problem every day, they build a system that solves it automatically. For example, instead of deciding what to eat every day, they create a meal plan. Instead of worrying about forgetting tasks, they use a calendar or app. Systems save energy. Systems create freedom. The 1% also understand the value of learning fast. They don't waste time repeating mistakes. They learn from books, mentors, and experience. And most importantly, they take action quickly. They don't wait to be perfect. They start, make mistakes, improve, and grow. Here's a powerful habit they follow: daily reflection. Every day they ask, what did I do well today? What could I improve? What will I do differently tomorrow? This simple habit keeps them growing and improving. They don't wait for the year to end to make changes. They grow every single day. Another key trait of the 1% is ownership. They take full responsibility for their lives. If something goes wrong, they don't blame others. They don't make excuses. They say, this is my life. I will fix it. I will grow from this. That's true power. Now let's talk about habits. The 1% have strong routines. They protect their mornings. They control their time. They know when to say yes, and they're not afraid to say no. They don't fill their schedules with useless meetings or time-wasting activities. Every hour has a purpose. They also focus on health, because they know that energy is success. They eat well, sleep well, and move their bodies. They protect their minds by avoiding negative news and toxic people. They train themselves to stay calm, focused, and positive, no matter what. So how can you start thinking and acting like the 1%? Here's a simple blueprint. 1. Think long-term. Don't just look for fast wins. Think about where your actions will lead you in 1 year, 5 years, or 10 years. 2. Use leverage. Don't just work harder. Use tools, systems, and knowledge to multiply your effort. 3. Make smart decisions. Use the 80-20 rule. Focus on what gives you the biggest result. 4. Build systems. Make your life easier by creating habits, tools, and routines that remove stress and save energy. 5. Learn and act fast. Don't wait to be ready. Start now. Learn by doing. Improve every step of the way. 6. Reflect daily. Spend 5 minutes each day to think about what worked and what didn't. Adjust and grow. 7. Take full responsibility. No more blame. No more excuses. You are in control. 8. Protect your time and energy. Guard your focus. Say no more often. choose growth over comfort. Here's the truth. You don't need to be born special to think and act like the 1%. You just need to choose a better way of thinking. It starts with awareness. It grows with action. Every day you face a choice. You can think like the 99%, blame others, wait for luck, follow the crowd. Or you can think like the 1%. Take control, create systems, and design your future. If you want a better life, you must first change your thinking. The results will follow. Think bigger, act smarter, and never stop improving. Because success isn't about being lucky. It's about learning the formula and using it every single day. Chapter 8. The Unshakable Confidence Blueprint. How to build a mindset that commands respect and success. Have you ever held back from doing something because you didn't feel confident? Maybe you didn't speak up in a meeting. Maybe you didn't go after an opportunity. Maybe you felt like you weren't good enough. The truth is, almost everyone has felt this way at some point. But here's the secret. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build. In this chapter, you will learn how to build unshakable confidence, not the loud, fake kind that comes from ego, but the quiet, strong kind that commands respect and opens the door to success. Let's start with this powerful truth. Confidence is the only thing standing between you and the life you truly want. It's not your talent, not your looks, not your intelligence. It's your belief in yourself. If you believe in yourself, others will too. If you don't, they won't. Think about the most successful people in the world. Do they always know what they're doing? No. But they act as if they do. They speak clearly. They make decisions. They show up with energy and strength. Why? Because they believe in themselves first. And that belief gives them the courage to move forward even when they are afraid. So how do you build confidence? The first step is to act like a confident person, even before you feel confident. This is called acting into confidence. For example, when you walk into a room, stand tall, make eye contact, and speak clearly. Don't mumble, don't look down, don't fidget. These small actions send a big message to your brain and to others. I am confident. Confidence is not about being loud or showing off. It's about being calm, clear, and certain. When you speak, speak slowly and with purpose. Use simple, strong words. Don't be afraid of silence. Confident people are not in a rush. They know their words matter, and they don't need to explain themselves to everyone. Another way to build confidence is to stop seeking approval from others. Most people want to be liked. They try to please everyone. They worry too much about what others think. But here's the truth. When you try to please everyone, you lose yourself. Confidence comes from trusting yourself, not from chasing others' approval. Instead of asking, "Do they like me?" ask, "Do I respect myself right now?" Live in a way that makes you proud. Make decisions based on your values. When you respect yourself, the right people will respect you too. Next, remember that confidence grows with action. You don't become confident by thinking about confidence. You become confident by doing things that scare you, again and again. Speak in public. Start that project. Ask the question. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. You will fail sometimes. That's okay. Failing does not destroy confidence. Quitting does. Each time you try, even if you fall, you are telling yourself, I am brave enough to show up. That's what true confidence is. Now let's talk about your inner voice. How do you speak to yourself? Do you say things like, I'm not good enough, I always mess up, or nobody will listen to me? That voice is killing your confidence. To build confidence, you must change your self-talk. Tell yourself things like, I am learning and growing. I can figure this out. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to try. Speak to yourself like someone you love and believe in, because you are the only person who will be with you for your entire life. You must be your own biggest supporter. Another key to confidence is keeping promises to yourself. If you say you will wake up early, wake up. If you say you will go to the gym, go. If you say you will study, study. Every time you keep your word, your confidence grows. Every time you break your word, your self-trust breaks a little more. Start small. Make one promise to yourself today. Keep it. Then do it again tomorrow. Confidence comes from trusting yourself, and that trust is built one action at a time. The world does not reward insecurity. People follow those who believe in themselves. If you walk into a room like you don't belong, others will believe that. But if you walk in like you own your space, people will feel your strength, even if they don't know you. So here's the decision. Will you choose to build confidence? Because yes, it is a choice. You don't need permission. You don't need perfection. You don't need to wait. You can start today. Right now. Here's a blueprint for building unshakable confidence. 1. Stand tall and speak clearly. Use confident body language. Breathe deeply. Speak with purpose. 2. Make eye contact. Look people in the eyes. Show that you are not afraid to be seen. 3. Stop seeking approval. You don't need everyone to like you. You only need to respect yourself. 4. Take small risks every day. Say yes to challenges. Each step builds your courage. 5. Change your self-talk. Replace negative thoughts with supportive ones. 6. Keep promises to yourself. Build trust in yourself by doing what you say you will do. 7. Celebrate your progress. Notice every win. Confidence grows when you see how far you've come. The most powerful people in the world weren't born confident. They built it, step by step, just like you can. So the next time you feel small, afraid, or unsure, remember this. You are powerful. You are enough. You can do this. Confidence is not about being perfect. It's about believing you have the right to try. Speak up, show up, believe in yourself, because when you do, the world will too. Chapter 9. The Discipline Code. How to develop the unstoppable focus and self-control that 99% of people lack. Success is not about how motivated you feel. It's not about how inspired you are. It's about discipline. The truth is, motivation is a lie. Motivation comes and goes like the weather. One day you feel energized and ready to conquer the world. The next day you feel tired and want to give up. That is why most people never reach their goals. They wait for motivation to come, but it doesn't last. Motivation is like a spark. It might light a fire, but it won't keep it burning. The real secret to success is discipline. Discipline is doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. It's the ability to show up every single day and keep working toward your goals. This is what separates the 1% from the 99%. So, what is discipline? Discipline is a skill, a habit you can build. It means having unstoppable focus and self-control. It means being able to say no to distractions and temptations. It means keeping your eyes on the prize, even when the journey is hard. In this chapter, I will show you how to develop discipline so strong that nothing can stop you. You will learn how to rewire your brain to crave discipline and create a system that makes follow-through automatic. First, understand why motivation fails. Motivation is based on feelings. Feelings change all the time. One moment you feel excited, the next you feel lazy. If you depend on feelings to get things done, you will be stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping. Discipline does not depend on feelings. It depends on commitment. When you are disciplined, you don't wait to feel like doing something. You decide to do it, no matter what. Think of discipline like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When you resist small temptations, your self-control grows. When you complete difficult tasks, your focus improves. Day by day, discipline becomes easier. Now, here's the good news. You can train your brain to love discipline. It sounds strange, but it's true. At first, discipline feels hard. Your brain wants comfort and ease. But over time, your brain will learn that discipline brings rewards, progress, pride, and success. How do you start? 1. Create a clear plan. Know exactly what you want to achieve. Write it down. Break your goal into small daily actions that you can do every day without fail. 2. Set non-negotiable rules. These are the promises you make to yourself. For example, I will study English every morning for 20 minutes, or I will exercise 3 times a week. Make these rules firm. No excuses. 3. Use triggers to remind yourself. Attach your new habits to something you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, you study English. After drinking your morning coffee, you review your goals. These triggers help your brain remember. 4. Remove distractions. Discipline requires focus. Turn off your phone or use apps to block distracting websites. Create a space that helps you concentrate. The fewer distractions, the easier it is to stay disciplined. 5. Reward yourself. Positive feedback helps your brain want to repeat good habits. Celebrate your progress. Give yourself small rewards for sticking to your rules. 6. Be patient and persistent. Discipline does not develop overnight. Some days will be easy, others will be hard. Keep going, no matter what. That is the difference between winners and quitters. The biggest challenge is to show up every day, even when you feel tired or discouraged. When you choose discipline, you choose long-term success over short-term comfort. Remember, there will always be excuses. You might say, I'm too tired. I don't have time today. I'm not in the mood. These are the lies your brain tells you to avoid hard work. But when you practice discipline, you learn to see through these lies and keep moving forward. Discipline also means learning to say no to distractions, temptations, and bad habits. Saying no is a skill. It means protecting your time and energy for what really matters. High achievers know this. They say no to parties, endless scrolling on social media, and other time-wasting activities. They say yes to their goals every day. To be disciplined is to take control of your life. You stop waiting for luck or motivation. You make success happen by your own actions. Here's a simple exercise you can do today to build discipline. Pick one small task related to your goal. Commit to doing it every day for 7 days, no matter what. Track your progress by marking an X on a calendar each day you complete the task. At the end of the week, review your success and celebrate. This exercise trains your brain to follow through. It builds trust between you and yourself. Over time, you will notice a change. Discipline becomes part of your identity. You become the kind of person who does what they say. Now, let's talk about focus. Discipline and focus work together. Focus means concentrating on one task without distraction until it is done. When you focus, you use your discipline to keep your mind on the goal. Most people have short attention spans because of constant distractions. But if you practice discipline, you can train your mind to focus deeply. Try this tip to improve focus. Work in blocks of time, for example, 25 minutes. During this time, focus only on one task. Take a 5-minute break after each block. Repeat 3 or 4 times. This method, called the Pomodoro technique, helps you build focus and avoid burnout. Finally, remember the powerful truth. The most disciplined people achieve the most. It is not the smartest, richest, or most talented who succeed. It is those who show up, do the work, and never give up. If you want to be part of the 1%, you must develop the discipline code. This means making discipline your habit, your lifestyle, and your identity. Start today. Start small. Build your discipline muscle. Show up every day, no matter what, because success belongs to the disciplined. Chapter 10. The Power of Relentless Execution. How to take action like a machine and achieve in months what others take years to do. Success is not about how many plans you make. It is about how much action you take. Many people have great ideas and big dreams, but they never reach their goals because they get stuck in planning and thinking. They do not take real, consistent action. The secret of the most successful people is relentless execution. They do not just plan, they act without stopping. They avoid procrastination and overthinking. They move forward, day after day, like a machine that never stops working. In this chapter, we will learn how to take action like a machine. You will understand why execution is more important than planning and how to avoid the traps that stop most people. First, let's look at the 3 deadly traps that keep people stuck in inaction. Trap 1. Perfectionism. Many people want everything to be perfect before they start. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect skill. But this is a trap. Waiting for perfection means waiting forever. No one starts perfect. The key is to start now and improve as you go. Trap 2. Overthinking. Thinking is important, but too much thinking causes paralysis. When you think too much, your mind fills with doubts and fears. You get stuck in your head and do nothing. Action beats overthinking every time. Start with small steps and learn from mistakes. Trap 3. Fear of failure. Many people avoid action because they fear failure. They do not want to make mistakes or look bad. But failure is not the enemy. It is part of the learning process. Every failure is a lesson that brings you closer to success. Now that you know the traps, how do you break free from them? Step 1. Start strong. The beginning is the hardest. When you start a new goal or habit, you will feel resistance. But if you push through this resistance, you create momentum. Momentum is the force that keeps you going. Like a heavy ball rolling downhill, once you start, it becomes easier to keep moving. Step 2. Eliminate distractions. Distractions steal your focus and energy. Turn off your phone notifications. Create a quiet workspace. Set specific times for deep work. When you remove distractions, your mind can focus fully on the task. This makes execution faster and easier. Step 3. Break tasks into small actions. Big goals can feel overwhelming. When you break them into small, simple steps, they become manageable. Focus on one small action at a time. Small actions build up quickly. They create progress, which motivates you to keep going. Step 4. Use systems to stay consistent. Discipline is like a muscle. You must train it. Build a system or routine that helps you execute daily. For example, set a specific time to work on your goal every day. Use reminders, habit trackers, or accountability partners. Systems make action automatic. Step 5. Lean on your discipline muscle. Motivation will come and go. Some days you will feel excited, others tired or distracted. When motivation is low, use your discipline muscle. Push yourself to take action anyway. The more you practice discipline, the stronger it gets. Step 6. Keep your eyes on the prize. Remember why you started. Visualize the success you want. When you feel tired or want to quit, remind yourself of your goal's importance. This mental focus fuels your execution and keeps you moving forward. Let's talk about how relentless execution helps you achieve in months what others take years to do. Most people fail because they wait for the right time or perfect conditions. They get distracted, lose focus, or give up. But when you commit to relentless execution, you build massive momentum. Small daily actions grow fast and compound. Imagine someone who works hard for just 1 hour every day, every week, every month. After a year, that small effort adds up to more than hundreds of hours of work. This kind of consistency creates results beyond what others imagine. Relentless execution means doing the work, even when it feels boring or hard. It means showing up daily, avoiding excuses, and never stopping until you reach your goal. Here are some tips to help you maintain your momentum. Start your day with your most important task. This sets the tone for the day and gives you a win early on. Use time blocks for focused work. For example, work for 45 minutes, then take a 10-minute break. Repeat. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward is progress. Reward yourself to stay motivated. Track your progress. Keep a journal or calendar. Seeing your streak motivates you to keep going. Avoid multitasking. Focus on one task at a time to increase quality and speed. Remember, execution is not about being perfect or working non-stop. It's about consistent, focused action that moves you closer to your goals every day. Finally, understand that failure and mistakes are part of the process. Every great achiever has failed many times, but they kept executing. They learned, adjusted, and tried again. To succeed like a machine, you must act with purpose, speed, and focus. You must refuse to get stuck in planning, fear, or hesitation. Start now. Take one small action today, then another tomorrow. Keep going. Build momentum. When you combine relentless execution with discipline and focus, you create unstoppable power. You can achieve more in months than most people do in years. Success is waiting for those who act. Will you be one of them? Chapter 11. The Mental Toughness. Blueprint. How to build an unbreakable mindset that guarantees success. Many people dream of success, but most never get there. Why? The answer is simple. They give up when things get hard. They have what we call mental weakness. When problems come, they crumble. They let their emotions take control. They listen to fear. They let failure define them. On the other hand, successful people face the same problems and fears, but they do not break. They do not let emotions rule them. They do not let fear or failure stop them. Instead, they stay strong. They keep moving forward no matter what. This strength inside is called mental toughness. Mental toughness is the power of your mind to handle difficulties, stay focused, and keep going, even when everything feels impossible. It is what separates those who succeed from those who fail. The good news is, mental toughness is not something you are born with. You can build it. You can train your mind to be unbreakable. The first step is to understand that life is full of challenges. Hardships will come to everyone. No one's path is easy. The difference is how you respond to those hardships. People who are mentally tough see difficulties as tests that show how strong they are inside. They see hardships as opportunities to grow and prove themselves. To build mental toughness, you must start by intentionally exposing yourself to difficulty every day. This does not mean you have to suffer or harm yourself. It means you choose to do things that challenge you, things that push you outside your comfort zone. For example, if you feel tired in the morning, force yourself to get up and exercise. If a task feels hard, do it anyway, instead of avoiding it. If you are afraid to speak in public, practice speaking in front of a small group. Every time you face a challenge and overcome it, your mental strength grows. Another important part of mental toughness is building an unshakable self-identity. This means knowing who you are deep inside and what you stand for. It means believing in yourself even when others doubt you. When you have a strong self-identity, you do not depend on praise or approval from others. You do not change your path because someone says it is too hard. You trust your own values and decisions. One way to build this strong identity is to repeat positive statements to yourself every day. Say things like, "I am strong," "I can handle any problem," or "I never give up." These words help program your mind to stay confident and focused. Mental toughness also means learning how to control your emotions. When problems come, it is normal to feel stress, fear, or sadness. But mentally tough people do not let these feelings control their actions. Instead, they recognize their emotions and then choose to act calmly and wisely. They pause before reacting. They breathe deeply. They remind themselves of their goals and keep moving forward. When you feel fear, ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen? Most fears are smaller than we imagine. Facing your fears head-on makes you stronger every time. Another secret to staying mentally tough is to remember why you started. When times get tough, think about your goals, your dreams, and the reasons behind your efforts. This why will give you power to push through pain and setbacks. Hardships are not punishments. They are opportunities to grow your mind and your character. Every challenge you overcome makes you stronger, more confident, and closer to success. Imagine your mind is like a muscle. Just like your body needs exercise to grow stronger, your mind needs challenges to build toughness. If you never face difficulties, your mind stays weak. But if you train your mind daily, it becomes unbreakable. Finally, mental toughness means never giving up no matter what. It means rising after every fall. It means moving forward with courage and patience. You can practice mental toughness every day by facing a small challenge that scares you, saying positive words to yourself, controlling your emotions instead of letting them control you, remembering your big why and your goals, seeing every setback as a chance to grow. With this mindset, you will develop an unbreakable spirit. You will build the mental strength that guarantees success, no matter how hard the journey. Remember, mental toughness is the key that opens every door. When your mind is strong, nothing can stop you. Start today. Choose to be strong. Choose to face challenges. Choose to build a mind that can overcome anything. Success belongs to the mentally tough. Will you be one of them? Chapter 12. The Relentless Pursuit of Mastery. How to become the best at what you do and dominate your field. Most people never truly master anything in life. They try many things but never go deep. They jump from one interest to another. This leads to mediocrity, being average, never standing out and never reaching their full potential. But those at the top of their field are different. They are relentless in their pursuit of mastery. They commit to becoming the best. They go deeper than anyone else. They push harder and longer than most people are willing to do. Mastery is not easy. It is not quick. It is not fun all the time. The brutal truth is mastery is painful. It takes years of intense focus and repetitive work. It requires patience, discipline, and sacrifice. Most people give up before they get there because they want quick results. They want instant gratification. They want to see success now. But mastery does not work that way. The road to mastery is long. It is full of hard work, failure, and slow progress. But this is exactly why so few reach the top, because most are not willing to endure the pain and discomfort. Mastery is about loving the process, not just the result. It means embracing repetition, practice, and continuous learning. It means going all in on one thing and refusing to give up. To pursue mastery, you need a clear framework. The first step is to pick one obsession. Focus on one area where you want to excel. Do not spread yourself too thin by chasing many interests at once. By choosing one focus, you can give it your full attention and energy. This allows you to build deep knowledge, skills, and experience. Once you pick your obsession, commit to it fully. Set clear goals. Break down the skills you need to master. Create a plan to practice every day, even when you don't feel like it. Remember, mastery is about quality over quantity. It is better to practice well for 1 hour than to practice poorly for many hours. Use deliberate practice. This means focusing on your weak points, seeking feedback, and constantly pushing yourself to improve. Don't just repeat what you already know. Challenge yourself to grow every day. Also, be patient. Mastery takes time. It is normal to feel frustrated when progress is slow, but every small improvement adds up over time. Surround yourself with others who are experts or on the same journey. Learn from mentors, teachers, and peers. Join communities where you can get support and advice. Another key to mastery is to keep learning and evolving. The best never stops growing. They study new methods, adapt to changes, and refine their skills continuously. Be ready to face setbacks and failures. These are part of the journey. Use failures as feedback. Learn from mistakes and keep moving forward. Finally, develop a mindset of relentless commitment. Tell yourself that you will keep working toward mastery no matter what. Make mastery your life's mission, Success and greatness come from those who go all in and never settle for less. You can dominate your field if you focus, work hard, and persist for the long term. Mastery is not a destination, but a lifelong pursuit. The best keep improving every day, no matter how good they become. Start your journey today. Choose your obsession. Commit fully. Embrace the hard work. Love the process. And watch yourself become unstoppable. Chapter 13. The 1% Rule. The scientific way to get 37 times better every single year. Imagine if you could get just 1% better every single day. It might sound small, almost insignificant, but over time, this tiny daily improvement adds up to something truly extraordinary. A 37 times better version of yourself after 1 year. This is the power of the 1% Rule. It is a simple scientific principle that shows how small, consistent progress can create massive success. Instead of trying to make big leaps all at once, focus on tiny, manageable steps every day. This approach is easier to start and easier to keep going. It avoids overwhelm and burnout. When you improve just a little bit each day, you build momentum that grows stronger and stronger. To apply the 1% Rule, the first step is to identify the one skill or habit that will give you the highest return on your effort. This means picking something that will create the biggest positive impact on your life or goals. For example, if you want to learn English, this might be practicing speaking for just 5 minutes every day. If you want to be healthier, it could be drinking 1 extra glass of water or walking for 10 minutes daily. Next, set a daily minimum action that is so small, it is impossible to fail. This is your baseline. On days when you feel tired or busy, you do the smallest version of the habit, just enough to keep the streak alive. This daily minimum action is important because consistency matters more than intensity. Showing up every day creates a habit. Missing days breaks momentum and makes it harder to restart. One great way to stay motivated is to track your progress visually. Use a calendar or app and mark each day you complete your action. The goal is to never break the chain. Seeing a growing chain of X's or check marks creates a sense of pride and makes you want to keep going. As days turn into weeks and weeks into months, your small improvements compound. The magic of compounding means the gains don't just add up, they multiply. That 1% daily growth results in a 37 times better outcome after 1 year. This principle applies to all areas of life. Learning new skills, building habits, improving health, growing your career, or developing better relationships. It's easy to overlook small actions, but they are the foundation of all success. Small improvements build confidence, create positive momentum, and lead to lasting change. However, consistency alone is not enough. To keep growing, you need to increase the challenge slowly over time. Once your daily minimum becomes easy, raise the bar a little. For example, add more minutes to your practice or learn a harder topic. This gradual increase prevents plateauing and keeps your brain engaged. It also pushes your limits gently, helping you improve without burning out. Remember, the key is to balance challenge with consistency. Do not do too much too fast. The goal is to build a system you can maintain for the long term. Another important aspect is patience. The 1% Rule is not a quick fix. It requires commitment and trust in the process. Results come over time, but they are powerful and lasting. Many people give up too early because they expect instant success. But true growth is slow and steady. If you stay consistent, you will surprise yourself with how far you can go. The 1% rule also teaches us to focus on progress, not perfection. It's normal to have bad days or make mistakes. What matters is that you keep showing up and keep improving, even if just a little. In fact, embracing imperfection makes the process enjoyable and sustainable. You learn from setbacks and keep moving forward. In conclusion, the 1% rule is a powerful tool for anyone who wants to improve their life and achieve their goals. By committing to tiny daily improvements, tracking progress, and increasing challenges gradually, you create unstoppable momentum. Start today by picking one habit or skill. Set your daily minimum action, track your progress, and never break the chain. Over time, you will become 37 times better, a completely new and improved version of yourself. Remember, greatness is not born from giant leaps, but from small, consistent steps. Apply the 1% rule and watch your life transform. Chapter 14. The Ultimate Competitive Edge. How to stay ahead of 99% of people for life. What if you could stay ahead of 99% of people, not just for a moment, but for your entire life? What is the secret that separates the top 1% from the crowd who fade into average? This chapter reveals the ultimate competitive edge: ruthless consistency for life. The real winners are not those who burn bright for a short time. They are the ones who build habits and systems that last forever. Ruthless consistency means showing up every day, no matter how you feel. It means following your routines even when you're tired, distracted, or tempted to quit. It is the steady effort that builds unshakable momentum. But consistency alone is not enough. The top 1% know how to focus on what truly matters. They apply the 80-20 rule, which says that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. They identify the key activities that drive the biggest impact and dedicate most of their time to those. This means cutting out distractions and low-value tasks that waste energy. It means learning to say no to opportunities that don't align with your goals. It means protecting your focus and energy for what will move you forward. In addition, lifelong high performers develop mental toughness. Life will throw challenges, failures, and setbacks your way. The difference is how you respond. Mental toughness means staying calm under pressure. It means not letting fear, doubt, or negativity control your actions. It means pushing forward when others give up. This toughness is built over time through daily discipline, resilience, and self-belief. It is a mindset that views every obstacle as a chance to grow stronger. Another key habit of the top 1% is regular reflection and adjustment. They don't blindly follow routines. They review their progress often. They ask themselves what's working, what's not, and what can be improved. Reflection helps avoid stagnation and keeps growth on track. It allows you to adapt to new challenges and opportunities. It turns hard work into smart work. Ask yourself often, am I becoming the person I want to be? Am I moving closer to my goals? What changes do I need to make? This question leads to continuous personal transformation, which is the heart of staying ahead. Ultimately, success is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. It is who you become every day through your habits, choices, and mindset. So, what is your answer to the ultimate question? Who are you becoming? If you commit to ruthless consistency, focus on what matters, build mental toughness, and reflect often, you will live success as a daily habit. This is the ultimate competitive edge, the edge that keeps you far ahead of 99% of people for life. Start today, build your system, protect your focus, strengthen your mind, reflect and grow, and watch yourself rise above the rest. The ultimate question: who are you becoming? As we reach the end of this journey together, it's time for the most important question you will ever face. Who are you becoming? This question is not about what you've done so far or what you have right now. It's about the future, the person you are shaping yourself into every single day. It's about the lifestyle you're creating through your daily choices, your habits, your mindset, and your actions. Remember, success is not a quick fix. It's not about bursts of motivation or luck. Real success is a continuous process of personal transformation. It's a lifestyle, a way of being. It's who you are when no one is watching. If you want to stay ahead of 99% of people, you must commit to this transformation. You must push your boundaries every day and refuse to settle for comfort or complacency. Because here is the hard truth. If you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not learning, you're falling behind. If you're not improving, someone else is. This is why lifelong learning, discipline, focus, and relentless execution are not just nice ideas. They are necessities. The greatest people in history never stopped learning. They never stopped growing, and neither should you. The journey will be hard. There will be moments when motivation fades, when you want to give up, when the obstacles seem too big. But this is exactly when your habits, your system, and your mindset will carry you through. The true power lies in showing up every day, doing the small things consistently, building your skills, your confidence, and your discipline. Because these small daily actions compound into extraordinary results over time. Think about this. What if you improved just 1% every day? What if you made one tiny change, one small step forward, each and every day without fail? Over a year, this would lead to a 37 times improvement in your abilities, your mindset, your life. So don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now with what you have. Build your unbreakable system. Protect your focus. Strengthen your mental toughness. And above all, commit to becoming the best version of yourself. The greatest never stop. Neither should you. Ask yourself daily, who am I becoming? What habits am I building? How am I growing? These questions will guide your journey. You have the power to decide your future. You have the power to shape your life through your choices today. So go forward with courage, with discipline, and with relentless determination. Become the person you admire. Live the life you dream of. This is your ultimate competitive edge. This is your lifelong advantage. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep rising ahead.